In beautiful Harrisonburg, Virginia, Bridgeport Stadium. Saturday afternoon's the perfect setting for a game like this. It's the Georgia State Panthers and the James Madison Dukes. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe down on the sideline, and Holly, a little familiarity in this one.
Guys, Georgia State's head coach told me before the game, he understands that they are walking into a very difficult situation today. Their opponents have a big winning streak on hand, but so do they. He said, I believe that we can come and set the tone early. Look for them to be very balanced in their play calling, show why they've won these games 3 in a row, and really set the tone here early in the first quarter. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. And the Dukes ready to kick it away first. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Bunch formation for these receivers. Brown will throw it. He's got him. Still running at the 40. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. Could be an alley. The 20. Inside the... And he scores! Touchdown, Georgia State.
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. What a display of explosive capabilities on that drive. 75 yards, 2 plays, and a touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. He might want another play. The inside handoff. Picks up the first down. Oh, he's got some space. All the way. Touchdown, Dukes.
And that is exactly what they wanted to see. They talked about bolstering their speed at the running back spot. They said this guy could do it. And you get a good glimpse of it early in this football game. Palmer, there's one thing to talk about speed. It's another thing to talk about speed. And that guy takes off, erases some angles, and makes the big play early.
It's so true, David. There's so many really good running backs in the country that can make people miss, but when we see them get into the second level, they always get caught. This guy is a little bit different. And now if you're on defense, that's a big alert. You know, hey, if we don't tackle him, if linebackers miss him, if safeties miss him, and this guy gets in the second level, he is taking it to the house. There's a lot of pressure now in this defense to tackle.
And that's the second time today, man. Like, you see, it looks like he's going in fast forward. He's got some jets, man. This guy can really, really move. This offense does such a nice job of finding creative ways to get him the football. And we've already seen it today. A couple of explosive plays, and they're going to continue to feature this young man.
He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. You can work your way down the field with these wide receiver screens, but also look for the opportunity to turn them into chunk plays later.
No doubt. You throw it quickly. You get it to him now. DB comes up, has to make a tackle. Now you fake it maybe a little bit later on. So these plays, they're not huge plays all.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
They tried to go play action, but that did not affect the defensive tackle. He was bull rushing his guy, collapsing the pocket, and he comes away with the sack.
And the Panthers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Brown wants to pass. Got it behind the line. It's Butler. Inside the 40. Makes the grab in their space. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers!
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. Under fire. He's going to take off. Crosses the 40. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking.
Man, that's so frustrating. It happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
To the air on first down. Pocket breaking down. Got his man. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
Zone coverage means everybody's looking at the quarterback. So now, when I'm a wide receiver, I got to make sure I know I fit in the hole between these zones. I know where they're dropping to, and I know where I need to get to. Great job by the wide receiver finding that hole, and the quarterback throwing a strike.
Quick completion on the out. Let's talk for a second about James Madison. For programs at this level, they are regularly fighting off the big school for diamonds in the rough, but it looks as if they won this battle with a commitment from a three-star receiver, Jesse.
He just thought he had better opportunities on and off the field here at this program. He's going to get a lot of chances to make plays early.
He's loose down the left side. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Dukes! Extra point here will tie the game.
It's a nice decision by the quarterback there on the RPO. He's reading the keys on defense. They say hand the ball off. You want to do that. When you've got a guy this special in the backfield, David, get him as many touches as possible.
And a lot of times on those RPOs, the defense just have to hesitate for a second, and that little pause will open up those creases, and he takes full advantage of the defense just freezing for a second, makes the big, long touchdown run.
The Georgia State offense returns to the field. These two offenses have been outstanding in the early going, and that ramps up the pressure to put something on the board every time you touch it. On the move, it's Butler. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that play.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Brown will throw it. Spits it out to the back. Caught over the middle. It's Butler. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
And I really like the decision-making of the quarterback right there. And you're probably going, well, I know the running back. He's the one who made the catch and got the big gain, got the first down. But I like the way he saw the matchup, understanding.
Picked off! What a play by this defense. Going the other way, and he's got room. He goes out of bounds at the 7-yard line, but what an opportunity after that pick.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. That is the senior linebacker who's been shaken up. Holly Rowe will give us an update on his condition. Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. Quick strike complete. Touchdown, James Madison! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. If you like scoring, this one's for you. Already 21-14, and now they'll try to answer. Turning it on! Got enough for the 1st. The 40, the 30, running inside the 20. Touchdown, Georgia State. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? His huge game continues. 3rd time he's gotten pay dirt in this one, and numbers 11, 12, and 13 on the season.
And the big play starts with the quarterback making the right decision, getting the defense to come to him, pitching the football, and Jesse, the running back, catches it and does the rest.
He does, and he also had good blocking downfield, too. Some of those receivers outside helping him out, but, man, with his speed when he's on the perimeter, the options executed that well, it is virtually impossible to stop.
Here comes the Duke's offense, and we'll see what they have schemed up. These 2 defenses have had their heads spinning here in the 1st half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like 2 heavyweight.
Makes the grab and room to run. They've got him now. He almost picked up that 1st down on the screen.
Well, when it comes to screen passes, you're just trying to mix them in different situations, and I like it here. First play of the drive on offense, and you're dropping back to pass. You're letting the pass rush get upfield, seeing if you can just get one into the hands of your back, get some blockers downfield. You don't obviously pick up an explosive play, but you get some good yards on that, and you give the opposing defense now something else to think about. You've got these screens in your back pocket, and you're going to use them.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Snap it to the back. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a 1st down.
Man, this offense continues to do such a great job on 3rd down. One of the best in the country at it, and the reason why, they keep it manageable most of the time. 3rd and short, they can run the football, be physical, convert 1st downs. This offense has been so good on 3rd downs.
To the ground, he's got it again. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Fires to the big fella. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better 3rd down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to 3rd down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
Entertaining 1st quarter, and we are all locked up after 1 as we take a quick look at some stats. We've got a good one going here, and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the 2nd. chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. The give out of the gun. Breaks into the open. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
Might be changing the route. Looking to throw on first down. Finds a spot in the middle. Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup.
Well, you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
The Dukes will have it 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Here's the pressure. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
Finally, a defense. Looks like they're able to break serve here. These offenses have been up and down the field now, these last 2 drives apiece, scoring points. But the sack right there finally puts an end to that, we think. It's setting up 4th down, and that might be a major play so far in this game to give them a lot of momentum moving forward.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
Panthers offense comes out ready to go to work. Then that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score. David, see if they can do it again.
Yeah, and I find it hard-pressed they're not going to give it right back to him. You break that long of a run, get a touchdown, Jesse, I'm assuming he's going to touch it again.
You're absolutely right, David. Everybody in this stadium, I think, is expecting him to get it again, too. Big-time players make big plays in big games. Let's see what he can do here.
Might as well stick with him. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Yeah, another good run. I feel like we could put that on loop, Jesse. Just another good run, another good run, another good run. Over 150 yards on the day. He's been the complete package, showing off all his skills today.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Brown wants to pass. Get it out to the supersonic guy. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete to the right. Great move. Now he's got room. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Avery. They're able to make the stop, but not before Georgia State has a first down. They'll run this play from the pistol. The DBs will back off a bit. Wide receiver comes in motion. On the run, it's Butler. There's a crease. Got some room headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Panthers! And they take it in for 6 more points.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming into the season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And the house call coming on the run from the 23. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Looking to throw on first down. Firing to the right, complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
And man, you gotta love that from your corner. Willing to pull the trigger right away. Obviously, the running back slips out of the backfield. They throw him the football, but he doesn't waste any time. He doesn't hesitate, pulls the trigger, runs at him, makes the nice tackle, and gets the stop.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Back to pass on second down. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28.
Eagle!
From the gun, wants to pass. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. And the Dukes will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Now, the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Dukes send out the punt unit. secures it at the 30. Coverage team gets their job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. First play of the drive comes from the 38. Now on the option. Quick toss. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time. They're able to make a quick stop.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking for space. It's Murray. There's some room. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. They'll give it to him again. There he goes. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23. The Panthers will snap it on 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Panthers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Trying play action. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. Timeout taken by the offense is their second. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. And whatever they did on 1st and 2nd down, don't do that anymore. 3rd and very long coming up. And the ball's free in the backfield. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back's got to do a better job with ball security. Cannot turn the football.
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. And he'll have to boom one from 58 yards out and be mindful to guide it in from the left hash. And it's no good. Guys, after the miss, still up by 4. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Guys, it is my pleasure to welcome everyone into the Week 7 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with Texas Tech taking on the Arizona State Sun Devils. And it's the Red Raiders who finish off the victory to get to 4-1. They led this one at halftime. They held off a second-half comeback attempt. This group has to be feeling good. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the Big Ten.
Trying to set the tone with the run. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
A designed run for the quarterback. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. They want to run it left here. He was looking everywhere for more running room and couldn't find it. He'll be 4 yards short, and it's 4th down. And the Dukes will line up to punt it away. This will be his 2nd. They'll try to get him on the fake. He's not going to get there, and they'll turn it over on downs. The fake doesn't work.
I love the aggressive nature by the head coach, trying to reach into the bag of tricks on a fake punt, but the defense was expecting it. We've got a change of possession.
Stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the 2nd half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Just feeds the running back. Stopped again, and at least they made it back to the line of scrimmage this time.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the 2nd half. We've got the lead, 3rd quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
Remember, they missed a field goal on their last drive, but at the very least, they need to get back in field goal range here on 3rd down. They've got enough for the 1st down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
And that's a huge 3rd down conversion by the offense there. It's 3rd and long. You've got a lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
Georgia State ready to go with another 1st and 10. The run inside. It's Butler. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this.
Deep shot for the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down.
And drops hurt as it is. But when you drop it and you know you just missed out on a touchdown, those really sting. And those concentration drops, man, it makes the quarterback hesitate whether he wants to throw the football again. That is a big missed opportunity.
He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. Never a doubt. The lead now 7 here in the 3rd quarter.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
James Madison's offense comes out ready to get this drive going. Nine-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
looking for a physical attack from the gun. And they're able to get him down.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. On the ground, going for the first down with the give to the tight end. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. They've been running it, but now the pass. Got him downfield. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44.
Not a lot the defense can do on that one, guys. With this tight end size, he's really difficult to defend on these crossing patterns as he gets downfield.
The Dukes are flying down the field. Wide receiver going in motion. Back to the ground game on the left. Maybe some room here. Got enough for the 1st. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20.
Nice job getting outside, right? Those running backs, they get on those tracks, they run outside. Now they're in the open field. It's so tough. Those safeties are flying down, try to get an angle, but you can tell the speed sets him up, makes the big play out to the left.
Defense there to stop him after a 4-yard gain, and it was a good move that got him that much. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. It's complete on the right side. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
That's why, as a former quarterback, man, I love these drag routes, because if you get the right coverage and it's man-to-man and someone gets picked or can't keep up with your receiver, you just put it out nicely in front of them, they're going to make the catch, and they're going to take it a long way. Really great execution. Nice job by the receiver creating separation, and beautiful throw out in front of the target.
Right around the halfway point of the season, neither of these squads that we've watched today ranked, but here's the top 25 as it stands right now. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. A 1st down run in the red zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, James Madison.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And he knocks it through for the tie here in the 4th quarter. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Georgia State takes over as the offense comes out ready to go on the attack. Tie game, 4th quarter, plenty of time to work with, exactly where you want to be in this one. On the run, it's Murray. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. They go right back to him. Makes it past the marker. Here's a little room there. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole.
He wants to take the top off. Catch in stride inside the 15. Touchdown, Panthers. And they've moved out front here in the 4th. The Panthers get it right back with a score of their own.
And that's exactly how you draw it up on offense, man. You run the football, you get those bodies committed, Jesse, and you use speed out wide with a little bit of play action.
A really nice job of setting it up by the play caller, you're right. And those linebackers and safeties, they want to come down and support the run, but a really nice throw, excellent route, and they're able to connect for a massive TD.
Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. And now this offense needs a late 4th quarter drive to answer that last touchdown. Oh, they're after him. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And this is going to fall on the quarterback's shoulders here in the 4th quarter. You're trailing. It's a close game. You are going to have to complete some balls. You're going to have to make some big-time throws in small windows under duress if you're going to bring your team back and will them to victory. Incomplete there, obviously, but expect them to continue to throw it. This quarterback better dial in.
Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. He was looking everywhere for more running room and couldn't find it. He'll be 4 yards short, and it's 4th down.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. He'll pull it down and run. Still on his feet at the 45. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
Man, what a scramble by the quarterback. 4th quarter, need a play, 4th down. He makes it happen. This home crowd is going nuts. We got a great one on our hands.
They'll switch it up here and look to throw. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Really good coverage by this defense. They were aware of everyone on the field and including the running back. A lot of times those guys get lost in the shuffle, but they saw him. They knew the ball was going to him. They braked on it, did a good job, and got in his face just enough to cause him to lose some focus and drop that football.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
The defense really gets it. They understand what's going on. The quarterback is a threat to run the football. I have to understand that. It changes the way I play defense. Am I going to have more speed on the field? Whatever I do, I got to make sure I do what they did right there. Focus in on the QB, lock in, and make sure he doesn't beat me.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. It'll be 4th down.
And this offense, I don't think this is going to be a surprise. I think the offense is going to stay on the field. You've already seen it once on this drive, and they've already been successful. You know how hard it is to defend when there's an extra down, and they do it over and over again? So I think this offense will continue to stay aggressive like they were on the last 4th down.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. Complete and looking for enough for the first down. And he is stopped short, well short of the marker as the defense stands tall.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
Using his legs, it's Murray. Pickup of 5. It's now 2nd and 5.
Late in football games, I have a plan. I want to run the football. I want to put my quarterback in great situations if I do throw it. Low risk, keep that clock moving, get a few first downs. And if I get a few first downs with that clock moving, I get the W and get out of here.
Keep it on the ground. And he'll be brought down.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
And if you didn't know this was a big play, the crowd is telling you. A huge 3rd down. Picks up the 1st down. Might have a chance. The 20. Touchdown, Georgia State. Excellent pass by the back on the option. With that, they are closing in on bowl eligibility, but with this big lead and a 6-0 start, much bigger dreams for this squad.
That's why I love this offense running this option play, because if this running back gets the ball on the perimeter in space, he is so deadly and he's lethal. And he showed you right there. This guy's got a lot of tools.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. Wants to throw on 1st down. Dumps it off in the flats. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27. And the Dukes want to crank the tempo.
A good start by this offense. Something positive on the first play. The drive is good. Listen, the hill is large, right? Like this, we need 2 scores. We got to have 2 touchdowns to get back in this game. We got to be aggressive. We got to take shots, but obviously not put the football at risk.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to pass. Zings it complete to the right. At the 45 on his way. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
Trying to escape and get it himself. He slides down. He has enough for the 1st down, but there is a penalty flag on the play. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. So it's now 1st and 20 after that holding call. The snap sets up to throw. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Thought he saw some daylight, but this defense closed quickly, maybe picked up 1 on the play.
And because of the success this quarterback has had early in this game running the football, if I'm the coordinator calling plays, I'm dialing up his number more. Design runs, and also telling him on the sidelines, hey, listen, remember, if it's not open, take off. Just go get it yourself. They don't have an answer for you right now, and this is a big key for us to win this game.
Now, the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Makes the grab on the left. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. And guys, hold that thought just a second because here comes the fourth down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. That's where they'll mark him down, but what a play there to pick up a first down.
Hey, I got to be honest, I don't know if the defense was expecting that type of throw on fourth down. It looked like they were all huddled close to the line of scrimmage, looking for something in the quick game, but instead the quarterback takes a shot vertically down the field and catches the defense off guard.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
And that's exactly what this defense needs to do. The clock is your friend. Try to keep them in bounds. No big plays, and let that clock just tick.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Returns it inside the 30 to the 29, and after the interception, they'll try to cash it in with a score.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
This is an area of the game on offense you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run it.
Defense takes a timeout with 30 seconds remaining. It'll be third and long. On the run, it's Butler. Got a little grass. He's got enough to move the chains, and that clock will keep moving, and they'll be able to run it out.
Man, the nicest thing in sports to have is to be able to rely on the run game, to have the lead and be able to run that clock out. Just watch it tick, and the defense can do nothing about it. And that right there gets it done. Leaning on the ground game, and Jesse, I don't know about the clock, but that thing's about to run out.
And that's really the identity of this offense, too. They are going to be physical. They're going to run the ball even when you know it's coming. And in that situation where you just need one first down to end the game, you can go out and execute like that. They're going to feel good after this one.
They've reeled off 6 straight to start the season, undefeated, bowl eligible, but when you have that kind of record, the possibilities seem limitless.
What a great way to start the season. The best way possible, right? Like 6-0, taking care of business, building momentum. This squad continues to climb up the ranks. They're getting